This is real good content. We should actually just drop this. I don't give a
Welcome one, welcome all to episode 11 to What Are We Talking About podcast. I am your host, Sammy, and I am here with
the best co-host in the world, the fabulous Izzy.
Yes.
So not prepared.
Caught him off guard.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
Is that how we're gonna start? Is that?
Yeah, no, that might as well be the.
Did I do it? Did I do okay?
Yeah.
Is that what you say?
Yeah, no, that's normally what I say. Well, yeah, welcome one, welcome all.
I did all right.
Yeah. Wow.
Damn.
I was.
My bad. I've always wanted to do it.
You wanted to do the intro this whole time.
It felt good, actually.
Well, that's why I do it.
Yeah, it felt good.
I enjoy it.
Now I know.
I enjoy it tremendously.
Caught you off guard. You're like,
yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't.
Forgot your name.
Yeah. Like, what do I even say? How does this work? How does this?
Welcome to episode 11. You made it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like,
thank you.
We actually have done like 10 episodes of this thing so far.
Shit. Time flies.
Right?
I feel like we just started. I mean, and we did, but
yeah. I mean, there's podcasts who have like a couple hundred episodes or what have you, but yeah, no, I feel great being at episode 11.
This is good.
This is real
Double
good.
digits.
Right?
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Hey, look at us.
Clink.
Look at us. Who would have thought? Huh?
Who'd have thunk?
Not me.
Not I, said the cat.
Hey, it made me spit my drink.
Triple
H style.
Yes, not I, said the cat. Yeah, let's get into it.
How you doing? First of all, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Wanted to give a quick shout out.
Okay.
I wanted to start there. You know, wanted to just start at shout outs.
Okay.
I feel like it's necessary. Shout out to Katherine Johnson.
Shout out, hey,
yeah.
Katherine Johnson.
Yes.
Shout out.
So yeah.
I don't know who that is. Tell me.
Well, I will tell you. Katherine Johnson is an American mathematician whose calculation of orbital mechanics as a NASA employee were critical to the successful first and subsequent U.S. crewed space flights.
Hey.
They actually made the movie Hidden Figures based on her. I actually saw that movie. It
Really?
was really great.
How was that?
Based on Katherine Johnson. Really amazing. So that is my Women's History Month fact of the week.
Stop. You.
Huh?
You.
Look at that. You.
Hit us with the facts.
Yay. Hey, that's what I do. Hard-hitting facts.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So, shout out to Katherine Johnson.
Katherine Johnson, happy Women's History Month.
Happy Women's History Month. See, I care.
You do care.
I do care.
You do care.
I feel like last week it was like, oh,
no, my apologies.
Right? No,
I made it seem like he didn't care. That's on me, but he cares.
Yes.
And this proves it.
Yes.
Shout out to you for caring.
Shout out to me. Also, speaking of last week, so last week was the first time that we did, I set up the YouTube video to be like a premiere so that there's like a little live chat as the episode first goes out.
That was fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It caught me off guard because you didn't tell me about it.
I didn't tell you about it because I didn't.
Yeah.
So I was just trying it out. I didn't know how it really works. I was like, let me just try it out. I'll see what's up. I've seen it done a few times, but it really works when people are expecting a video at a certain time.
So when you're subscribed, and you should be
subscribed.
If you're not, hit the subscribe button
and the bell.
So you get the notification when the video comes out. But I got like a timer, like 30 minutes before the video comes out.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. And then when it did come out, I clicked on it, and it was like a fucking
chat.
A chat.
People were just there live.
People were just watching, talking about
in real time.
Yeah, in real time.
In real time.
It was great. I had a good time.
I had a great time.
That shit was fun. Keep doing that.
Yes. No, I will keep doing that. Yeah. And speaking about that, fuck you, Reek. Yeah. So.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Reek.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get your man.
Yeah.
Get your boy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Why? Why do you say fuck you, Reek?
All right. So. This goes out to Tariq Nolan Williams. I assume his middle name is Nolan. I can't remember what his middle name really is.
Tyreek Williams.
Tariq Nolan Williams. This goes out to you, man. I feel like last week he was really championing the whole, Sammy's really killing it. He's like, yo, Sammy's on fire. Sammy's 5 for 5 from the 3-point line. And I'm sitting here like, word? Like, Izzy, what am I doing? Like, am I just leading the league in assists over here? Like, what is this? What's up?
That's important too. Nah, but Reek's been listening since episode 1, and he's very vocal. He's always in the comments.
He's always in the comments. He's always he's one of those. Yeah. But like no, I feel like now he's really leading the Sammy hive.
The hive.
Yeah.
No. Don't start that.
Hive. He's leading the hive.
No.
You don't have a hive?
Not like a bay hive.
You have a hive.
No, I don't have a hive.
Yeah, no. He's leading the hive. He's the leader of the Sammy pack. All right, the Sam pack. It's him leading it. Like,
nah,
I don't know what. Like,
he gave you your flowers. Shout out to Reek. Love you. He said, "Fuck you." I said, "Love you."
Right? Like, it's like you're not leading a hive. You're not leading a hive, baby. You're good.
I picture him like Yolanda from the Selena movie.
Oh my god!
Where he does my fan website.
Yes.
My fan stuff. Reek, are you gonna kill me?
That's.
Tell me now.
I just want like. I just need for those like there are people who do, they'll message me privately and they'll say, yo, Izzy, you're so funny. Yo, I enjoy the pod. You're great. But like, yo, y'all ain't as vocal in the comments as like the people who seem to adore.
Yeah, seriously, get in the fucking comments.
Get in the comment section and just say like, let me know. Give me my flowers in the comments.
Give him his flowers. Tell me how much I suck. Just I don't care what you say. Just get in the comments.
Awful, and no one wants to say it. Look at him. But me, on the other hand, huh?
Oh, look how adorable he is. Hey. Hey. Oh, look at you.
Okay, come on. So, just give me my flowers, all right? In the comment section below.
Link in bio.
Link in bio. All right. So.
Sorry. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yo. Well, it's because so I'm ready to get into the shits. It's been long enough.
Get in your bag.
No. Let's just get right into it. WandaVision. Let's just.
All right, you guys have more than enough time.
They've had enough time to watch it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this WandaVision thing because you know what? Honestly, yo, we gave y'all a week. We told y'all last week.
Yeah.
You have 1 week's time. Then we're getting into WandaVision. So you know what? We're going right into it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's fucking talk about it.
WandaVision, the finale.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, just skip a few minutes ahead.
Skip it. Yeah, skip a bit ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna spoil the shit out of WandaVision.
All right. So spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1.
Everybody dies. No.
Yo.
First of all, great series.
Great series.
I love the series. Not a lot of people. It's like 50-50. Some people are talking shit because of the whole Quicksilver thing.
Yeah.
Because they expected. So when us nerds watch these shows, we have our theories, right? And we want these theories to happen.
Yeah, they're like, is it from the multiverse? Yeah. Is it Mephisto? Like,
yeah. You know, they come up with all these fucking different theories. And I'm like, this is the perfect way to do this show. But they can't give us everything.
No.
They can't give us, you know what I mean? They can't give us everything. So they kind of gave us the okie doke. And Quicksilver wasn't really Quicksilver from the X-Men from that multiverse. It just so happened
to be...
What they described it as was... So, in episode... What episode? 6, 5, whatever. She opens the door. It's Quicksilver. And we're like, oh my God, that's Quicksilver from the Fox, from X-Men.
Yep.
They made it seem like he was that guy. That's not the case. he's just. It was like a prank almost.
It was like an actor who was just like, he was under the spell just like anybody else.
Yeah. He was just another guy.
And yeah, I mean, I wanted it to be the multiverse. It wasn't the multiverse yet, but that is coming.
But that being said, that amplifies that there's other versions of that person in another universe. Yeah, in this universe, he's not Quicksilver. He's just he's a Joe Schmo. Yeah. He's Boner. Yeah. But in another universe, he's a different Quicksilver. But they didn't give it to us just yet.
Exactly. And there's still time. There's so much more happening. I think one of the other piece of feedback that I kept seeing from people. Yeah. And it immediately let me know anybody who thought that it was bad because of this reason. Yeah. I immediately lost all respect for them. It was just people saying they didn't like the ending of it because it was like, oh, we got left on a cliffhanger. I'm like, do you know what? Do you know what's happening here? Yeah. Do you know what's like? Yes, it's a cliffhanger because this is part of a never-ending universe. So exactly. There really is no end.
They can't give you a definite ending.
They can't, because nobody's supposed to fly off into the sunset. Exactly. Nobody's supposed, like, it's supposed to be a universe that's never ending.
So in the finale, Wanda accepts her new identity as a Scarlet Witch. Right? So she's the almighty witch. All right, so in the comics, Wanda is Scarlet Witch. That's her name. In the MCU, they use that as a title. Like
it's like folklore.
Yeah, you're the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, like it was like this like folklore like figure that was like only rumored.
Like a deity.
Yeah, the Scarlet Witch is supposed to be
like in the comics, that's her name.
Yes.
That like Captain America, that's his name.
Yes.
Hulk, that's his name.
This was like no. It's a figure of legend.
It's a legend. Yeah. Right? But in the MCU, it's a title. They gave her this title as a Scarlet. She is the witch. Mm-hmm. Right? And then in the end credit scene, you see her, she's in the comics, they say that's where she was born. She's in this city or in this country where she was born, mm-hmm. and you see her projecting her. I can't even explain what she's doing. Like
her astral form.
So her actual form is
like sitting on the.
No. Her actual form is doing like housework. She's a regular person. Mm-hmm. She's doing shit just in case somebody pulls up.
Yeah. But then it's like her astral form.
But she's auto projecting herself as a Scarlet Witch, reading the book. Yeah. Because she's trying to learn everything they said that she would be.
Yeah. Well, and I think my favorite thing was, because they also did say that in the legend, as Agatha's kind of breaking down what is the legend of the Scarlet Witch. Yeah. The Scarlet Witch is more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme.
The Sorcerer Supreme
is Doctor Strange.
So that's where it ties in.
Yes, that's where it ties into the next Doctor Strange movie.
But before she said that, and sorry to cut you off, she said that you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. You just unleashed something, and you're going to need my help. Yeah. You're going to need my help. So that tells us Agatha's going to come back.
Yes. Well,
in the comics, she was a villain, but she became an ally.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's why also when Agatha says, like, you're going to need my help. Yeah. Scarlet Witch's response was, well, I'll know where to find you.
Exactly.
So we will. So that leaves the door open for, like, she didn't kill Agatha. No. She can always come back to Agatha. And I think also when they say that, you're supposed to be more stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme, the way that she was reading the books is the exact same way that Doctor Strange was reading when he was learning how to be the Sorcerer Supreme.
Also, if you didn't notice, when they zoom into that end credit scene, when you see the mountains, mm-hmm. you see them zoom into the house that she's living at. Yep. The song that they play in the background, that's the Doctor Strange soundtrack.
Okay, no, that I missed.
That's the soundtrack.
That's really good.
So that's where it ties in together. But also, when Agatha said, you just unleashed something and you don't know what the fuck you just did.
Multiverse of Madness.
Scarlet Witch is so strong she became the Scarlet Witch, but she unleashed all of this chaos magic she has no control of. She's learning how to control it. But she did all this chaos. Mm-hmm. She unleashed something that she doesn't know what she did.
Yeah.
She's gonna need Doctor Strange
to help manage all that. He's gonna sense it. He's gonna be like, "Damn, she just fucked up." Well, something's happening.
Something's happening.
There's a disturbance in the force, kind of a situation.
And then he's gonna come in, and that's where all the gimmick happens.
Yes. Really, really good.
Wait, before we move on.
Well, no, we're not gonna move on yet.
Okay.
We're not gonna move on yet. I was gonna just talk about the moment that really hit me.
Ooh, I cried. I cried this episode.
When Vision cried?
At the end?
Yeah. When he had a tear.
Bitch.
Yo, so for me, because obviously I definitely did feel for the moment of like her saying, goodbye to the boys.
Yeah.
And kind of tucking them in and like, kind of like looking at her children one last time.
Yeah.
Before they're, essentially removed from existence because they were created as part of this universe. But like seeing Vision shed a tear.
Yeah.
And Vision doesn't know emotion. He doesn't know any. So it's like, yo, he's crying. Like he's not human. He's not supposed to know what love is. He's not supposed to. Like, because I think also in that same episode, he breaks down. It might have been that same episode, the episode before, where he's talking about not understanding what it means to lose someone. Mm-hmm. He's like, I can't explain loss because I've never had somebody to lose.
Exactly.
It's like, so I can't explain the feeling of loss.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had anybody to lose. And it's like, damn. Like, you get it because you know the story. It's like, yeah, no, he's not a real person. He's not. He doesn't have a history like that. And then him kind of being in that moment of, like, about to lose Wanda, like, he's now experiencing what loss is for the first time.
And it's a weird situation because he's not the real Vision. So when he's fighting, he's fighting White Vision.
Yeah.
Right. This is where, and I had to quote it because this is one of the most important things in that episode. So first of all, Vision, he's very, very well read. He's philosophical, and that's how at the end of what was it when he
Age of Ultron
when he talks to Vision,
Ultron,
he is Vision. When he talks to Ultron, he has a dialogue. It's very philosophical, blah, blah, blah. But that's his power.
Yeah.
Yes, he's strong, but his power, his true power, is his mind.
Yeah, because he looks at things fully logical.
The Mind Stone.
Exactly.
That's his power. So he looks at the White Vision, and he talks about the ship of Theseus.
Yes, the ship of Theseus.
How hard was that? That was a bar.
Yes.
So the ship of Theseus is an artifact in the museum. This is what he said. The ship of Theseus is an artifact in the museum. Over time, its planks of wood rot and are replaced with new planks. When no original planks remain, is it still the ship of Theseus?
And then he's like, yo, like, are the culmination of all of the other planks the ship of Theseus? And he's like,
they're trying to figure out who's the real Vision.
But he's like, are they both the ship of Theseus?
Are they both the ship of Theseus? Right?
Or are none?
Because so he was created from her grief.
Yeah.
She has the Mind Stone in her. She created him off of that. But the new Vision, he's just parts.
It's the body.
He's the body, but he doesn't have.
He's the old planks.
He doesn't have the Mind Stone in him.
Yeah.
He's just a shell.
Yeah. He's all the old planks of the.
He's the old planks.
Yes.
Now, are you Vision or are you something else?
Exact. So good.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So good.
And that's how he got into the new Vision's head, and he was like, "Damn, you're right."
They feeding lies to you, brother.
I know. Yeah.
They feeding lies to you, brother.
And then he flew off, and we don't know where he went. So.
And that's actually probably one of the most important parts for me is that we don't know where that Vision went because that Vision is essentially.
The Vision
is now Vision. He's
because Vision
unlocked.
Gave him back his memories.
Exactly. So we'll see. There could be a bit of a WandaVision reunion there.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So good.
More to come. The Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out next week. So
yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out next week.
we'll see if
some more Marvel stuff to come.
Oh, one last thing.
What?
When she was in her house, right, and Wandagore, she was reading the book.
Yes.
Right. She heard her kids. She heard Billy and Tommy screaming, "Mom, Mom, I need help." I think she heard her kids from a different universe.
Interesting.
Because they disappeared, right?
Yeah.
She created them. They disappeared, but she heard their voices. It's probably them in trouble in a different universe, or the big bad
is like, it's,
you know what I mean?
Some foreshadowing there for sure.
Yeah. So they're Billy and Tommy are definitely going to come back because they have to do the Young Avengers. Young Avengers has to have. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen still. Yeah.
So we'll definitely get them again.
And then, sorry, before we move on.
Yep.
The first end credit scene with Photon, black chick.
Yep.
When one of the agents said, "Hey, I need to talk to you over here in the theater," and then she turned into one of the Skrulls.
Yep.
And she was like, "Hey,
he wants to talk to you.
Who's he? At the end of Captain Marvel, Nick Fury.
He's up at the.
He's in space.
Yeah.
Nick Fury wants to talk to you. So I think they're gonna make a solo movie with her, and she's finally gonna become Photon.
Yeah.
Who is
Monica Rambeau?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's she got that name from her mother, who's best friends with Captain Marvel.
Who's friends with Nick Fury. And that's how those dots are connected.
There's just so much, man.
So much. Check it out. Because even with these spoilers, it's still an amazing piece of content.
Yeah.
So, moving on to recent news.
What are we talking about?
What are we even talking about? First, so I think I messaged you earlier this week. Do we want to talk about this? There's craziness with the royal family.
Oh shit. So I've seen like memes and all that.
I've seen a lot of like just bits of it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the interview. There's an interview, right?
Yes, it's an interview with Oprah.
Oh, to Oprah, okay.
Yes. So they did an interview with Oprah. A lot of what Meghan Markle said was the wife of Prince Harry.
Yeah.
Said was essentially, just talking about her treatment amongst, with the royal family, a lot of the, like racism, just a lot of uncomfortable shit in there. It reminded me a lot of like the stuff that I've like seen in documentaries and stuff about like Princess Diana. And just kind of talking about, it's just a lot of like how they're kind of defecting from the royal family, how they defected from the royal family. Like we don't want to be a part of this shit that y'all up to over here. Like y'all on some foul shit.
They seem very racist.
Yeah. They're shitty. They're shitty humans.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, again, it's just this big interview with Oprah, and I feel like I don't know if it was because it was with Oprah or it's just like the story of like talking about the royal family, which is like a huge deal. This shit was everywhere.
Yeah, it's a big deal. They're the royal family, right? Oprah's doing the interview. It's a huge deal. And also they're trying to like open your eyes to what the royal family really is. They're a bunch of fucking racists.
So I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I've seen a story that trended this hard.
Yeah.
That I couldn't find myself, like I couldn't find a way to be interested in it. Like I was just like as it was really unfolding, I'm just like, do I give a shit about this one at all? Like this just because it's.
Well, they didn't really accept her because what? She's black, right?
Yes, I believe she's mixed.
She's mixed.
Yeah, so she's mixed. I mean, I do know that she talked about like her mental health and like she was definitely, I believe, in a place where she was contemplating suicide.
What?
For that, yeah, because I mean, so I think for me, when it comes to mental health and when it comes to things like suicide, from a place of understanding, it's like, no, like, it's very realistic to be in a place where it's just like, yo, if you feel like, oftentimes people who do have those feelings of wanting to do that act, it's like, yo, they don't see any other way out.
No, I get that.
So I think with her, it might have been that. It's like, yo, I just didn't see a way out of this.
Yeah, I guess.
But, you know, so like, when, you know, so I definitely feel for her in that sense. I'm like, yo, like, I, you know, pray for her in that sense of like, those issues of being in a, you know, relationship where there's some racism and you're, you know, interracial couple and all of that. But like, the whole, the royal family. I remember even when like, oh, the royal wedding. I'm just like, word, I don't fucking care. Like when I remember people were bugging for months about the royal wedding. I remember people at my job talking about, the royal wedding, the royal wedding. I'm just like, what?
Also, we're not from there.
We're not from there.
Yeah, like it doesn't affect us in any way.
It's, it was a trending topic. I'm just like, all right, like.
I get it in that aspect.
I get it, and you know, but I'm like, all right, cool.
I get it.
Not much. I really tried hard. I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna try to find a fuck to give about this one. Not one. But of course my very some would say immature, whatever. Some would say I'm immature because I couldn't care about this whole, I couldn't care about the royal family. But segue, I definitely did care about this whole Mr. Potato Head story.
What the fuck? Yo, what do we call these people? Gen Z?
Gen Z?
Is it that's the new generation right now?
The latest generation is Gen Z, yes.
Gen Z. They're on a roll.
Yeah, no.
They're canceling everything.
So everything is being canceled. Yeah, this Mr. Potato Head thing. For those who don't know, and this happened a few weeks ago, but we were between going to California and I've been trying to catch up on my
doing
life.
Top Guy stuff. You would understand.
You would understand totally. But yeah, Mr. Potato Head, they're dropping the Mr. off of Mr. Potato Head, and they're just
first of all, he's a fucking potato.
He's a and you know what's
he's
funny?
A fucking potato.
All right. So I have a really good friend of mine, who is trans, had a conversation with him about this.
Yeah.
And he literally his response was, yo, he's a fucking potato.
He's a fucking potato.
Fucking potato.
He's a potato.
Yo.
And you know why we call him Mister? Because he has a mustache. He's a guy. He's a Mister.
I think for me, when they were like, well, how do you know that Mr. Potato Head is a guy? I was like, well, because he's Mr. Potato, like his name is Mr. Potato Head.
It's the Mister.
It's the Mister for me. But also he's a potato. So I'm not putting as much weight on potato.
No. Stop it. They're doing too much. They're doing way too much. This cancel culture is pissing me off.
So going on to, and I think so here's my issue with the cancel culture.
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple of conversations with people about it. My issue with the cancel culture is that when you try to cancel everything,
bro,
you essentially remove you make it all fall in the same umbrella, because you can't treat Mr. Potato Head and say we're gonna cancel him and then turn to somebody who actually deserves to be canceled, like R. Kelly, and say we're gonna cancel him. It's like you can't use the same words for both because they're different, bro. Because they're not on the same playing field. No, you can't just cancel.
It's different.
Because it's like you have to figure out like, well, do we want to cancel everything or do we want to save the word cancel for the people who do really egregious shit and really deserve to be canceled? So yes, the whole Mr. Potato Head family is a potato. We gotta chill.
And the same cancel culture, and I don't know if I'm like crossing the line, and I don't know if we may need to cut this part out, but I'm not gonna say anything wild.
Do your thing.
I'm not gonna say anything wild, but it's like we grew up on roast culture, right?
Yeah.
If somebody roasted you, you learn you have thick skin.
Yeah,
we grew up on roast culture. Somebody roasts you, you roast them back.
Yeah,
we have thick skin. We can take jokes, right? And we talked about Dave Chappelle. He can say whatever he wants. You can't cancel him because he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right?
We're...
But this Gen Z, they can't take the... Like, they want to cancel everything. Any movie that said the word they want to cancel. Any movie that said the word they want to cancel. Anything. Pepelapu.
That's actually next. That is next on my list.
Okay. He bugged out.
Perfect segue.
He wilded out. Yeah, he was wilding.
Yeah.
He was wilding. But he didn't... rape culture. Yeah, he was bugging a little bit. Okay. Yeah.
So I think for me...
He was bugging a little bit. Yeah, he was bugging. But we knew he didn't take it that far. We knew it's like we grew up on Pepelapu.
Yeah.
But we didn't grow up to be like Pepelapu.
Oh, of course not.
You know what I mean? Like,
wasn't the one that we were looking up to.
No.
But so I do think...
Or Johnny Bravo.
True. Johnny Bravo's next. Let me tell you right now.
Yo,
they are going to come after Johnny.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
let me tell you right now. They are going to come after Johnny Bravo.
They're going to come after every single person. Like, it's not that deep.
So
a lot of it's a joke. Leave it at that. Jokes.
So my thought on it. Because I do agree with the notion of like it being jokes.
Yeah.
But then I also think historically about cartoons.
Yeah.
Is that cartoons have always been used as like a platform to get away with like belittling and like besmirching people at times.
I can understand that.
So from the standpoint of like, you have to remember like, yo, if you look at like really early Bugs Bunny cartoons, they were mad racist to Native Americans and blackface,
red lip, blue lip,
all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember all that.
So in that same sense, you know, we're also talking about how how they used to do how German cartoons used to be very belittling to Jewish people.
Yeah,
and they would draw them to be gold teeth and real greedy and so. Cartoons have always been used to kind of push forth these kind of stereotypes and make them okay, which is why I'm like, all right, I'm cool with some of the, I'm cool with the removing of some of these. I think my thing with Pepelapu, and it's more so of the specific usage of Pepelapu, in the movie Space Jam.
I don't remember it. I remember.
No. I'm talking about
what are you doing? Space
Jam? No. I'm talking about in the new Space Jam.
They removed him from the new Space Jam.
They removed him from
but we don't know what he did.
Well, so the actress who was in a scene with Pepelapu talked about what was the scene that was with him and like what was cut out. Yeah. And it was essentially a scene where he does his normal Pepelapu thing. Yeah. But he's actually like called out for it and said like, yo, that's wrong. Like I think he someone, pretty much it comes across as like it's kind of like the moment where he finally gets his comeuppance. Like, no, like, and I'm like, you know what?
They should have left it.
I would have left that.
They should have left that because that's
that right there.
That's an aha moment.
Exactly. It's kind of like more so like, no, like you'd want to leave it in maybe like just the aha moment, just so that if the goal is to project to kids and just project the message of, hey, grabbing somebody who doesn't want to be grabbed and kissing them is wrong. Yeah. Then, like, let's put that message out there as opposed to just removing it altogether. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, Pepelapu was wilding. I know he was bugging. He was bugging.
But like cancel culture, they're trying to cancel Eminem now.
But that's, I'm sorry. I mean, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't. Why?
No fucking idea.
Okay.
Culture appropriation.
I don't. Okay. I don't. I mean. I think that's my issue.
Now they're nitpicking.
Well, I think that's my issue with the whole cancel culture in general is that when you do it to everyone, it becomes laughable because it isn't a meaningful thing. Like, could you imagine if we started could you imagine if historically, if before 2020 the word pandemic was thrown around freely? When we reached 2020 and someone says, yo, this is a global pandemic, nobody would have given a shit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but no, they would have been like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have given a shit. Why? Because it's been so overused. So that's why I'm like, yo, when you say the word we're canceling so and so, it's such an overused term that I don't even respect it, and I don't even, and it makes it hard for me to place any level of validity to whatever the accusation is against that person, because y'all are trying to cancel everybody.
Everybody for any little thing.
So that's why when you say that's why whenever we say, and it could be somebody who does deserve to be like, when someone says like, yo, we're canceling so and so, in my mind, they're immediately innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Just like in the court system. So I'm like, I'm not even believing what anyone is saying against them until it's like proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, and you have to have like 2 full-blown documentaries like R. Kelly for me to fully believe you know what? Yeah, we should lock this monster under the jail.
Yeah, we gotta cancel him though.
Yeah, no, he's out.
That I believe.
No, he's been out for me.
Yeah.
He's been out. He's been out.
But,
and then the last, so I have two more kind of cancel related pieces to talk about. The first one is Disney Plus has flagged the movies Peter Pan and Dumbo in their catalogs.
Did not know that. Why?
So, let me pull up the article. So, due to negative stereotypes,
like
in both movies. So, in
Peter Pan, the Indians,
yes, Native Americans.
Native Americans. Look at me.
Yeah, right.
I'm a '90s baby.
Yes.
Look it.
Yes.
You're gonna cancel me?
So
you know what I was talking about.
Yes. So the film. So Peter Pan, 1953. The film portrays Native people in a stereotypical manner that reflects neither the diversity of Native peoples nor their authentic cultural traditions. It shows them speaking in an unintelligible language, and repeatedly refers to them as Redskins, an offensive term.
Okay.
I can see them flagging it.
Okay.
They didn't remove it. They didn't remove it from their catalog, but they flagged it. And I think what they did was similar to a lot of what these streaming platforms do, is like they leave it there. They put a disclaimer that just says, we feel it's important to kind of keep these here for like education pieces, but they let you know like, yo, this isn't cool anymore.
Let's cancel everything.
But because my thing is, I like that. I like being able to say, I like that they'll say, like, we're not going to take this down. We just want to make y'all aware, like, yo, this isn't cool anymore. It was cool in the 50s when this movie came out. It was all right because that was, we didn't know better.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, 70 years later, nah, this ain't cool. I'm fine with that approach because it's like, no, this is how you learn. Like, for me, there's a bunch of shit that I didn't learn about until I saw it and someone said, yo, this ain't right.
But stuff like that, I'm like 50-50 with stuff like that. Like, what are you going to cancel? Goodfellas? Watch Goodfellas. Count how many times they say not in that movie. That's a good fucking movie. But that's how it was back then. Right? You're going to cancel Goodfellas? That's how it was back then. They can't say that now. Because times changed.
I'll be honest. I don't know that I've seen Goodfellas.
You've never seen Goodfellas?
I don't think I've seen Goodfellas. I have to go. I'll revisit that.
It's on Netflix.
All right. I'll check it out. Good. And then Dumbo, 1941.
Yeah.
The Crows and musical numbers play homage to racist minstrel shows.
Okay, let's cancel The Wiz. Michael Jackson played a crow. Oh no, Scarecrow.
He was a scarecrow, but he wasn't doing minstrel shows. It's more so it's like minstrel is kind of like blackface, like that type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Crows alone aren't racist. Okay?
Yeah. I'm like crows alone.
Yeah.
Don't cancel the crows. But that.
Sammy's like, wait, we're canceling crows. Like, no. The word minstrel is the part that's being canceled.
They're bugging.
Yeah. The show. It's the minstrel part. That's like blackface.
Yeah, they're bugging.
Yeah, that's that.
Well, cancel that part.
He's like, let's cancel the Wiz. I was like, no, I don't think that's the same thing, sir.
Like, you can't win.
Yeah. No, I love the Wiz. And then the last one. Mm-hmm. So I've saved this one for last because it's a little near and dear to my heart. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. It's a character that's a little near and dear to me, and I'll tell you why in a minute. They want to the same thing that they did to Pepelapu.
Yeah.
They want to do the Speedy Gonzalez.
Why?
So hold up. Because this is the one that I feel like you and I both of us being Latinos.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
We can talk about this one the most because we're both Latinos, and it's like, you know what? So there was I believe it was the New York Times. Don't quote me on that, but it was an article that just said Speedy Gonzalez out.
Why?
He perpetuates that one article that I had. Essentially, there we go. Stereotypes of Mexican Americans, because you have to remember, he speaks with a Mexican accent, sombrero. He received criticism from.
He's a Mexican fucking mouse.
And they were just like he's perpetuating those stereotypes. And the thing is,
he's a Mexican mouse.
So this actually it came from the New York Times. Gabriel Iglesias, comedian who actually is voicing Speedy Gonzalez in the Space Jam movie. Fluffy, love him. He actually spoke against it. He was just like, dude, like, no.
He's Mexican.
Yes, and he's Mexican.
He's so Mexican.
Yes, he's just like, no. And the thing is, too, a lot of Latinos were just like, nah, he's not. He doesn't, like, we're cool with Speedy Gonzalez.
One thing with people, like, us 90s babies, we understand. Stereotypes, right? Mm-hmm. They're true. They're stereotypes for a reason. There are some, some people take it too far, but some Mexicans. Speedy Gonzalez. He's a Mexican fucking rat. They portrayed him the right way.
I think Speedy Gonzalez is totally fine. I think, I'm not sure who wrote the original article, who was kind of saying like, down with Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who wrote that. Part of me does want to say maybe it's like, oh, it's just like, somebody coming from a place of privilege, maybe a white person who thinks that they're being helpful, and they're like, we need to, and I'm like, nah, like Speedy Gonzalez is cool, like Speedy Gonzalez is perfectly fine. I don't think I've ever met I grew up around a lot of Mexicans in New York. I don't think I've ever met a Mexican American who was offended by Speedy Gonzalez.
No. If Fluffy said it's good, it's good.
Exactly.
That's it.
And so, fun fact about me and why I hold Speedy Gonzalez very near and dear to my heart.
Why?
I don't know if you've ever, you've been around my family before. Have you ever heard what my family calls me? My family doesn't call me Izzy.
No.
My family, so they don't call me Izzy. They don't call me by my first name. My family actually calls me Petey, which is Speedy. Yeah. And that comes from me.
Yeah.
That comes from me being little, very similar to like how my son is, where I just like run around, like how my son runs around all over the place. I was the same way as a kid.
Yeah.
But I was such a fan of Speedy Gonzalez. I would say Speedy, just like Speedy Gonzalez.
Because you grew
I
up
saw
on him and you saw him, he's like, yo, he's like me.
He's hilarious. He's a funny little.
He's a Spanish fucking quick motherfucker like me.
And then on top of that, I was just like, because Speedy Gonzalez, I grew up on Speedy Gonzalez cartoons. His cousin was Slowpoke Rodriguez. I was like, I'm not Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Nah.
I'm Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah. I'm not Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Oh, Rodriguez.
So that's why.
Perfect.
Yeah, right. So that's why my family calls me that is because Speedy Gonzalez. They call me because I couldn't say Speedy as a kid. I used to say Petey.
Petey. That's funny.
Yeah. So that's why if you've ever heard like my family, they call me Petey.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. It's like my family. Only my family calls me that. Yeah.
I'm gonna call you that.
Oh my God! Do not call me Petey.
Petey.
Don't do that. It's funny too. A lot of people in my family have just nicknames.
Yeah. Which
is why I always find it weird whenever I have to call people by their first name if we're amongst others.
Yeah.
Because I never call Joesmere.
No.
He's always by
Josie.
No.
His nickname?
No.
He's got a nickname?
No.
He's just.
No.
Just.
No. Well, no. We call him by his middle name. So the whole family calls him. I literally have him even saved on my phone. Everyone calls him.
What?
Yeah. I'll probably bleep out that.
Yeah, because he doesn't want that out.
No, because he literally always he always says that. Because I've asked him before. I was like, yo, have you ever thought about just going by that? He's just like, nah. It's just that's just what my family calls me. But everyone else, no, call me Joesmere.
Yeah. It's like Beaky, my brother.
Yes.
We, as family, as friends.
Yeah, there's some people
Beaky.
call him Curve.
He goes to work.
He's Curve.
He's curving. When you call him, if he's at work and you're one of his colleagues, and you call him Beaky,
he's like, no.
he doesn't like that.
No. And it's funny, yeah, because him and I, we used to work together. And when we used to work together, he was like, yo, call me like either Curvin.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll even take Kevin before anybody here calls me Beaky.
Y'all ain't close to me like that. It'll be calling me Beaky.
No.
Yeah, copy.
No, we're not doing that.
What are we even talking about?
What are we even talking about? So,
with that being said, bathroom break.
Oh my God. We got some more stimulus money coming.
Oh, the stimmy.
Yeah, there's some more stimulus money on the way. What a time. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I can't wait you're going to get episode 1 Sammy again.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in a fur coat.
Just wilding.
Wilding a silk do-rag.
Yeah, no. It's gonna
nails painted.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. On top of that, the tax money that's coming.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of money. Money is on the way.
Yeah, money's on the way.
Money is on the way.
What should we do with all this coin we're getting?
I don't know. Maybe we'll take another trip.
Why not?
Why not? We'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe we'll go somewhere.
We'll talk about it off.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off mic. Maybe we'll go somewhere. Who knows?
Talk about it.
Who knows? So another piece of recent news: the Vanessa Bryant lawsuit.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah. So
There's
I mean,
a lawsuit?
Yeah. Well, there was already. So she filed suit like shortly after the tragic passing of her husband and daughter. And it was against like the sheriff's department, and it was because she filed a lawsuit for the officers who leaked the photos of the crash. Because
obvious reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucked.
Exactly. So, the update that I wanted to give was that Vanessa Bryant has won her lawsuit against the 4 LA County sheriff deputies who her lawyer alleged shared unauthorized photos of the helicopter crash site.
That's so fucked up. Man.
Yeah. So I'm really really happy that she won that.
Yeah.
It's such a crazy time right now where like information moves so quickly that you could literally find out about the passing of a loved one from the internet before anybody else could tell you. Like you're finding out when you find out when the world finds out. Oh yeah. Because there's just no other, because the information is moving that quickly.
Yo, facts.
It's moving that fast.
Facts.
So
it's scary, man.
Very, very scary. I just wanted to mention that just because it's like it's just such a fucked up situation. But I'm super happy that she.
Yeah, man.
She won that
Kobe.
case. Yeah,
that shit still hits me.
Yo, man. Yeah, no, it's great.
When I heard Kobe died, I cried.
Yeah, no, it was bad. Yeah. It was just so. I think it was so bad, mainly just because dude, it's Kobe. Yeah. I think I just viewed him as such a like larger than life figure.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Did you read that letter from the Boston fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I read that.
Yeah, that's the one that did it.
I fucking bawled my eyes out.
Because but that's what it was.
That's the power that Kobe had.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we love to hate him, man, but we love him.
Yeah,
we love him.
Yeah, we love him and we miss him. First before we talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
First, I wanted to talk about. Have you heard any? So I'm on Twitter now. And I spend a lot. So I think
huge Twitter guy. Right
No. So I think for me, I've been on Twitter more because I'm starting to learn just how to really leverage it.
Yeah.
So I've, whether it's playing the stock market and kind of getting my leads from Twitter and kind of getting a lot of information through there. I've been able to do a lot better on the stock market.
Oh yeah.
Holla.
You know Twitter more than I do, and I've been there for years.
Yeah.
But you're really riding that Twitter.
Well, I think for me it's just more so trying to get a better understanding and handle of it all. Have you heard any? So there's a Twitter. There's a Burger King UK. Do you know about this?
Yes.
Yo,
that was wild.
Yo, so Burger King UK, and So initially, when I was first thinking about how I wanted to intro this segment, I was gonna just openly say what they said, but I'm like, nah, they're wild.
That's OD.
Yeah, no, they're wild
Because they're gonna cancel you.
Well, so and I think it seemed so. Digging into a little bit about it, it seemed like that's what the Burger King Twitter account kind of does. They post a lot of like, kind of like clickbaity, clout chasey.
It's clickbait.
You know, clout chasey things to go viral. What they said on International Women's Day, where, you know, Sammy gave a beautiful breakdown of International Women's Day.
Shout out.
They said, women belong in the kitchen. That's the whole tweet. The whole tweet is women belong in the kitchen. Yo.
And then, wait. But they did it for a reason. Did you see what they were under that?
Yeah, no, I saw the whole thing. You know, if they want to, of course, and they try to get it, but it's more. I think, and
that's the whole thing.
Yeah, like they thread this whole thing, but in my mind, I'm like, no, like if the one single solitary tweet, and maybe this is just me as somebody like who works in social media marketing, as a profession, it's like no, like you wouldn't make the one tweet, women belong in the kitchen. Even if your intent is to like bring attention to empower women, empower female employees in, you know, culinary careers and all that stuff, it's like no, I get what you meant. Women belong in the kitchen, as in like women deserve to be chefs in the same platform as male chefs. But like, read the room.
Yeah, read the room, brother.
Read the room.
Some guy made a fake tweet, and it kind of like the same deal. It was like the same day that this came out. And he kind of like forged it where it said, fuck gay people.
Yes.
From Burger King. Did you see that?
Yes.
And then the under tweet said, is what homophobes say. But us? No way.
Yo, it's ridiculous.
Yo, like that's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
that's the same.
they're idiots.
Fuck gay people. But
yeah.
You gotta click on the tweet so you can read what we're actually trying to say.
Yeah, no, they're ridiculous.
Nah, they went about it the wrong way.
The very, very wrong way.
Man.
Very, very wrong.
Fuck gay people.
Yeah,
it's what homophobes say.
Yeah, yo.
But us, no way.
We would never.
No. That's clickbait. Never. That's clickbait.
That's clickbait nonsense.
That's not the way to go about it.
Yeah, no. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Burger King,
UK.
You know what I mean?
Burger King.
You know what I mean? You said I feel absolutely gutted.
Gutted.
Do I have fucking mug written on my forehead? Alright, I'm sorry. This is why we have the 1% UK viewers.
Yes, yo, we have 1%.
This right here.
Yeah, this moment right here is why we have 1% viewers in the UK.
Do I have mug written on my forehead? Do you know what I mean?
Shout out to our 1% UK viewers.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Shout out to the one. We
I
love
feel
y'all.
absolutely gutted. Can we have a chat?
Can we have a chat? I hate you.
I love my UK viewers, man.
Yes.
Can we have a little chin wag?
So before we talk about wrestling,
yeah,
will you be celebrating? So I always give the context of when we're recording. We're recording on Thursday.
Yeah.
Will you be celebrating this Sunday, Steak and Blowjob Day?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Steak and Blowjob Day. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we deserve it. Yes.
we deserve it.
Even if we didn't do anything this year for Valentine's Day, we deserve it.
We deserve
regardless.
Steak and Blowjob Day. Yo, it's so hilarious that these holidays.
Is this Monday?
No, it's Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
So yeah, the day after this is released is Steak and Blowjob Day. So it's kind of like a foreshadowing. Did we?
If I don't get a steak and or a blowjob, I swear to fucking God, Izzy,
I'll probably get a steak. That's about it.
Not a blowjay?
No.
No.
No, just steak.
If I don't get a steak and or a blowjay, I'm gonna flip this table.
Please don't.
I'm gonna flip this table. This table right here, I'm gonna flip it.
Okay, well.
No, just kidding. Hey, give me a steak. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Give me a steak. I'll be okay.
How do you like your steak?
Medium.
Yeah.
Yeah, careful.
Oh my God.
Careful.
You, sir.
Careful. How do you like your steak? Well,
No, don't disrespect. Don't disrespect.
I'm asking.
I get my steak. Well, depending on where I am. So depending on where I am, if I am at a,
but you're a steak guy.
I am a steak.
So guy. I respect your views on steak.
So I am a steak guy. So depending on where I am, if I'm at a place, so I mean, definitely like if I'm at like a fucking like a Denny's or something like that where I know it's gonna be low quality steak, it's like you better well done, cook that shit through.
Yeah,
like, y'all,
I don't trust y'all.
I don't trust what kind of nonsense like green deep beef you guys got back there. If I'm at like a Texas Roadhouse, I'll normally order it medium rare because a lot of those level chains tend to like overcook their meat a little bit, and then if you do medium rare, they'll give you a medium.
You really got to know the place.
And then if I'm at like a steakhouse who knows what the hell they're doing, I'll say, yo, give me a medium because I know it's gonna be medium and it's gonna be like right where I want it to be because I've thought this through, man.
This guy, he's a steak guy.
Hey, oh, come on.
Give him his steak, give him his blow jay. Me, give me chicken nuggies. And give me huggies. Okay?
Chicken nuggies and huggies.
Give him his steak, give him his blow jay, give me nuggies and huggies. That's all I ask for. That's it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So, to talk a little bit about wrestling.
Yeah.
AEW, All Elite Wrestling, had a death match.
I knew you were going. Yeah. Because that's the only big news right now. Because that's wild.
So yeah, no, the death match. So first off, did you watch the match?
I didn't watch the entire match.
I did
because I heard the match was good.
The match was amazing.
I heard the match was amazing.
So
but
the match was great. And honest, so for me, as somebody who I grew up watching ECW, I grew up on kind of just the whole gore wrestling type shit. Like I grew up on that. So the death match was actually like really good as far as like a nationally televised version of a death match. That was great. The pyro at the end when they were gonna quote unquote blow up the whole ring.
That was a whole gimmick, right?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It was fizzle. It wasn't a blow up. It was like a fizzle.
The sparklers.
Yeah, I saw that clip. I didn't watch the whole match. I heard the match in its entirety was good.
Yes,
but that finish was all fizzle.
Yeah, all fizzle. Little to no sizzle.
Little to no sizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was a great match. It was a great match, worth watching.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestling stuff coming up, so I'm sure there'll be further episodes where we're talking about.
Yeah. And then they built that this Hall of Famer was gonna debut.
And Hall of Fame caliber person, and it was Christian Cage. What are the odds? Who knew?
And he was just at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Like
so that aspect is huge.
Yeah, I feel like I was like just yesterday that he was there.
So that aspect is huge because it reminds me of like the whole Hulk Hogan WCW.
Yeah,
it reminds me of that type of thing.
Yeah, it was like that era of wrestling where like the big star was moving over.
Yeah, you see him on one show and then the next week you see.
Yeah,
but it's only Christian. Yeah. That's how I felt about it.
I mean, yeah,
it's only Christian.
It's Christian.
Cage.
It's Christian Cage.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
like whatevs. So. Do I want to rant first or do I want to talk about NFTs first? Let me talk about NFTs first.
NFTs, we'll end it with a rant.
Well, because I also do have a topic from a viewer, and I don't know if we want to do that.
Let's do
this episode. Or do we want to save the topic for next week?
Fuck the topic.
We'll save the topic. Not fuck the topic, because it's actually a really great topic, and I think you would actually enjoy the topic from the viewer.
So we'll do NFT topic rant. Because I think the rant will end in a high note.
Okay. So NFTs.
I know nothing about NFTs.
Yeah, so it's a big thing going on right now in it's getting really big in the art community, but it's really just all forms of digital media. Let me put on my nerd hat really quick.
Jeez.
So what an NFT is a non-fungible token. Fungible just means, so what fungible means is I can exchange, so like let's say if like these two cups, these are fungible. I can exchange my cup for your cup. Okay. Right? That's what fungible means.
Okay.
Non-fungible means we can't exchange a cup for a cup. We can only exchange this cup for $1. I can only exchange this for money. I can't exchange this cup for another cup.
Sounds like Bitcoin.
It's very similar. It is very similar to Bitcoin.
Okay.
Because you are turning. So what it does though is
because it's cryptocurrency, but it's not like
yes,
you know what I mean?
Because you're selling it through crypto.
Yeah.
So here's the token piece of it. The token piece is you can turn any form of digital media into an NFT. Right?
Okay.
So what happens is, let's say I take this photo that's right behind us.
Great photo.
This is a great photo of downtown Providence.
Yep.
And I take this photo and I want to turn it into an NFT, right? And I make 20 copies of it, right?
Okay.
So only 20 copies of this photo exist digitally. I can now sell those copies of this photo.
Okay.
Right? Only 20 copies of it exist. So it's very similar to what you would see in like the art gallery world, where I've done galleries where like I'll have my photo up, like a physical version of my photo. I think I had this photo up, and someone bought it. Let's say if down the road I become a world famous photographer or what have you, someone who has this photo hanging in their home says, "Yo, I'm gonna sell this because this is now worth a lot of money."
Mm-hmm.
And they go ahead and sell it. I don't get any money from that being sold forward. Same thing in like an art gallery. Someone buys my painting, they turn around, and that's it.
Yeah.
You do get paid through NFT. So let's say I make 20 of these, right? And a lot of art collectors, they're buying and selling, whether it's art, music, any form of digital media, buying and selling it in the NFT market right now. People are making millions of dollars because the thing about the NFT market is that you don't have to deal with art galleries because you're doing it all online. So it connects anybody of any level of wealth that wants to just collect art, connects them to anybody with any level of notoriety who creates art or anything else. So what happens is, let's say I go and I, make this photo into an NFT, which, by the way, I already have. Oh. This photo is an NFT. There are 20 copies of it. I haven't put them up for sale yet, but it is already.
So if you sell it and then someone sells it, you get money off of what they sold.
I get money. I get residual.
So is it like royalties?
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah, I get royalties for life from that because.
So it's royalties.
Yes,
is what it is.
I get the royalties back. I get the royalties for like a percentage for every sale of my original photo as the creator of it.
Originator.
I'm not the owner of it anymore. Once I've sold it, like let's say I make 20 of them, and I sell all 20. I don't own those 20 tokens anymore. They're out in the world. So even if I wanted to, like, let's say if I was like, oh, you know what, like, I'm gonna re-edit that photo. I'm gonna just delete it and put up a new version. I don't own those photos anymore. Those are gone. They're already in circulation. I would need to buy them all back if I wanted them, because I don't own them. I'm just the creator.
But as the creator, you get money off.
I get money off of it. I get like a percentage for every sale. It comes back to me.
I love that.
It's so good.
I love that.
It's ridiculous.
So that's a new thing that's
starting to come up. It's starting to happen more. Kings of Leon.
Love them.
Right?
Love Kings of Leon.
So Kings of Leon, their recent album, they released it on all, like a regular album on all streaming platforms, but then they released, I think, like maybe like a couple hundred, I don't know how many, they released them as NFTs where people could buy it. Right? Buy the album as an NFT. What does that mean? That means a collector can, and then there's also other like additives to the NFT. So it's like you get the album, you get like concert tickets, the equivalent to like buying stock.
Yeah.
You get concert tickets, you get a whole bunch of other.
I buy stock. I own the stock.
You own it. That's yours.
My stock.
So that's the same thing with the NFT.
Makes sense.
And but then when you think about the music part of it, it's like, well, why would you want to? Because it's not like everyone can play the music anyway. But it's like if you own the NFT, over time that grows in value. So it's like, for example, the best way that I can equate it to is everyone can listen to Michael Jackson's Thriller, but imagine if you owned an NFT of it. You were like, no, but like I own an original. It's the equivalent to like if you owned an original first like an original first run vinyl of Thriller. in mint condition. But because of the fact, remember, it's digital, so it doesn't degrade. It doesn't.
Yeah.
There is no. It doesn't age at all. It doesn't go down in value. It only increases in value. So in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, there's a collector who you can go to and say, I own an original, like I own an NFT for that Kings of Leon album from 2021 that came out. That was the first album that came out as like the first big album that came out as an NFT or what have you.
Never heard of it.
Yo,
never heard of it. I see it as stocks.
It's super. It's a super big thing that's happening right now. Where like people are just making a boatload of money because it's connecting artists to these collectors, and a lot of these collectors are investing in artists early before they blow up. So there's like an artist who, like, let's say you can go, like, let's say for example, if you bought the NFT for like this photo, and in 3 to 5 years, I really blow up in the NFT space and all that stuff. Well, you have one of the ones from like
an original NFT.
An original NFT from like an original BagHead NFT that you got at like maybe like, I don't know, like $50 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And now it's worth a couple thousand. And that's happened with like a lot of photographers and a lot of people who are like,
I'll get paid and you'll get paid.
Yeah. Because you would be able to sell it and then I would get back the royalty. But
I want BagHead NFTs.
Yo, it's such a
I want BagHead NFTs.
Yo, it's a crazy space right now. It's such a crazy space.
I'm gonna invest,
and that's something that like right now people are making an absorbent amount of money. But there's also, and I have to mention it, there's some shady fuckers in this space right now.
In any business.
So so what's happening right now that's shady is. And this is something that I saw on Twitter, because the NFT space is so new. The process to kind of create an NFT token is literally just taking a piece of media and uploading it to.
It's too easy,
right?
Yeah.
So what happens is that it's kind of a race. So it's like if you have all of your stuff online, then there's no, like, if all of your stuff is online, someone can take it and put it up as upload it as an NFT before you do.
Yeah.
And it's theirs.
It's theirs. Yeah.
It's theirs. They've and then people are so that's happening a lot right now. Like people are like turning tweets into NFTs. Because it's like there's a lot of stuff like
wow. I gotta look into that. That's insane.
Because right, dude, you could turn it's any form of digital media into an NFT. So there are, like, for example, sport moments are being turned into, like the photos of like a sport moment. So let's say if it's like the Ray Allen game winner with the Miami Heat, game 6 against the Spurs, like that photo, or like when Kawhi Leonard, that game winner.
That's the one I thought of. Yeah.
Like that photo would be turned into an NFT, and a sport collector could be like, yo, I want that.
It has potential to
It'd be it's the equivalent to wanting to buy something and just have it on your wall and like collect it. It's like that. But digital doesn't depreciate in value, it only appreciates.
Oh, digital.
All digital.
Okay.
All digital.
Because before you said digital, I was like, can I turn my first edition Charizard into?
No, there are people. Yo, you can scan it. There are people like literally, and like. You gotta like look into the NFT space. I'll look into it. Super crazy.
That sounds very interesting.
It is
never heard of it. This sounds very fucking cool.
It is very, very cool. It's a space that I'm very much looking into getting myself.
Sounds like a dog world.
Yeah. I'm looking to really get into it. So the topic from one of our viewers. So there is one topic that I wanted to talk about really quickly because I think it's a good one.
Okay.
It's a good discussion to have, and then I'll go into my bit of a rant. But what we got was, and the reason why I wanted to talk to you about it is because it's regarding TikTok. A discussion on how TikTok has changed the music industry.
How TikTok has changed the music industry.
So here's
I'm trying to understand.
So here's what where my mind goes immediately.
Tell me where your mind, because as a person, sorry,
you could yawn away from the mic too. It's crazy.
I'm like, yeah,
you don't have to yawn on mic.
As a person who uses TikTok almost daily,
yeah,
I want to understand what you think TikTok is, or like in that aspect.
So as someone
in the music industry,
I don't use TikTok at all. The only TikTok
copy.
Yeah, I think the only TikTok videos that I see are the ones that are sent to me.
Yeah.
By you and a couple other people who send me funny TikTok videos.
Yeah.
But I don't have a TikTok. I don't have a profile. I don't use it. It's not my thing. But the way that I view as like how TikTok has changed the music industry is more so the importance, because we live in a streaming world now. All music is heavily streamed. I can't remember the last time I saw anybody buy a physical album for anything. Facts. If it wasn't vinyl, because that's more so. Like I feel like vinyl gets bought more than CDs.
Oh, because we're in the nostalgia era.
Yeah, because of the nostalgia. Because of the nostalgia, people are buying vinyls. I feel like eventually, maybe in another like 20 years, we'll be at a place where people have the same nostalgia for tapes that they do for vinyls now.
Exactly.
And then we'll eventually get back to CDs.
Yeah.
And then by that point, it's like, no, music is just being lasered into our head. Like, so it's like, the CD is so retro. But so my thought on how what I think about TikTok's impact on the music industry is the songs that go viral on TikTok and how they automatically become popular. Because when you go viral on TikTok now, it's kind of like, well, the power of going viral on TikTok. Think about songs that you would have never heard of if not for TikTok.
That's fair.
So I think about songs like Beatbox. Would have never heard that song if it wasn't in a bunch of TikTok videos that I saw posted in places. Would have, like, there's just a lot of those songs. Like Meg Thee Stallion, Savage got big. Mm-hmm. It got when it got going on TikTok. TikTok almost, when it goes viral on TikTok, it goes everywhere to the point that, like, because we live in a world where you can stream everything, and there are very few situations where you can play a song for someone where a song can be played for you that you have not selected to play. Yeah. Like, think about that for a second. Like, when was the last time you were in a position where you encountered a song that you didn't play? Somebody has to be playing it for you, or you could be on TikTok and you just hear it and you're like, "Oh, what's this song?"
What's this song?
And then you're like, "Oh, this is this song, beatbox."
With TikTok, right? Is that it takes one person to start a trend. Yeah. TikTok so first of all, TikTok is a community where one person comes up with this trend or what they want to be a trend, and everybody tries to copy it. Yep. TikTok, very few in between someone's very original on TikTok. It's almost everyone copying each other. But it takes one person to take a song and they do something cool and everyone wants to copy it. So you're going to see when you scroll through the feed is everyone doing this trend with that song. Exactly. And that's how you learn the song, because now it's a trend and now you're hearing it. You're hearing it. And now I understand what you're saying, because when I'm in a car and someone plays the radio, I'm like, that's a TikTok song. And I think the crazy part about it too is that for me, as somebody who doesn't use TikTok, I'll play a song that I just like, and me not knowing that it's like big on TikTok. I remember, like, I think one time I was at Kelvin's house, and his kid, both of his kids are big on TikTok. They love that. And I played a song. I think it was "Coffin" by Lil Yachty. And they were both just like immediately like went into a dance. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, and it's like, yo, wait, you're what? Like, this is just a song. They're like, and I'm like, yo, wait, what? Like, I just like this song. And they're like, no, there's a TikTok dance to it. Yeah, like they have a whole thing to it. And I'm like, yo, wait, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, everything's a TikTok song now.
But
that's the power. Because
that's
like
the power of it. That's
I
how
go on
it's
TikTok and I'm
changing
like, I would never listen to these songs. Never. I wouldn't play it myself.
yeah.
But because people make it, it's a trend now, and that's all I see. Now I know the song. Now it's a big song. Everybody knows the song.
Exactly. And I think so that's where TikTok is really impacting the music industry because if the song goes big on TikTok, it's gonna go big in general. That happened also with the Sada Baby song, Whole Lot of Choppers. He's like, wanna see me do my dance.
Yeah, exactly. TikTok.
Dance. Like, I didn't know that song was big on TikTok. I heard the song itself and I was like, I love this song.
Even the Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. Yo.
Fleetwood Mac.
TikTok.
It was an old song. Everybody almost knows that song. But
Dreams. And then it was
Dreams.
It was
now it's a big thing, right? It blew up. It was #1 on the charts because of TikTok.
Exactly.
They made so much money in residuals.
Yeah.
Because of the TikTok. So people were playing the song. You know what I mean?
So
like,
it really
it's huge. Yeah, I understand.
So it changes. Yeah, it just changes a lot of like the perspective of how people make music now. Because I do feel like now we're reaching a space where musically artists are trying to. You can kind of see it in there, almost trying to create those moments in their music.
Yeah.
To where it's like, oh, like this could be.
They could probably make a dance to this.
Like like they could probably do because thinking about very recent music, I feel like the Drake single is kind of that. When you think about the What's Next song, he was just like when he goes in summertime, okay, okay, Valentine's Day, okay,
You can do anything.
And I'm like, this is like that like TikTokable moment in the music that you're giving people to go and kind of create whatever they want to create.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of the what he did in the last album with like In My Feelings, where it's like, Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
You can make dances out of it. You can do whatever.
Yeah. So you're giving these people like the opportunities in there to make these things.
That's fair. That's fair to say.
Yeah. So that was my thought.
That was a good topic.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good topic.
Thank you. I was like, no, I think we should really talk about this one.
Well, even with before we move on, even with the and I'm up and I'm up and I'm up and I'm up. But they mixed it with the Michael Jackson
That
Rock My
shit
World.
Is fire.
But now it's everywhere.
I didn't know it was everywhere. I only
on
saw
TikTok,
it from you.
Every other video
is that
people dancing to that.
Oh shit! Okay.
Every other video.
Yeah, no, you showed me that, and I was just like, oh, this thing is kind of fire.
Now everybody loves the song.
Huh? What do you know?
Everybody hated it at first, but once it hits TikTok, forget about it.
Shit. All right. Well, I didn't know that was big over there.
Yep. But anyway.
Anywho,
what are we talking about?
What are we even talking about? So I'm somebody who wants his artist friends to, push for more. I'm trying to push for more in a lot of different ways.
Yep.
I've had conversations with a couple of my close friends where I'm just like, honestly, like I'm kind of just really being very aggressive, and like in hindsight, I'm like, damn, I'm coming at these motherfuckers strong. Yep. Like cut the bullshit. You can be doing more, do more. Good. Like what the fuck? What the fuck? And I feel like we've gotten like that over the last year, whether it's pushing each other to like stay in shape or just stuff like that.
Say what you gotta say,
right?
Cause I got some shit to say. You say what you gotta say, cause I know you try. You're gonna get in your bag right now, cause I know you're passionate.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, there's no excuse, like there's no fucking excuses anymore. Literally, like information is so available to everyone, and you can be doing as much as you could be doing whatever you want to be doing if you just put in the work. People don't want to put in the work, and that's the shit that bothers me, and that's what makes me not want to be around people sometimes. Because I'm like, you don't want to put in the work. I can't be around you because right now, honestly, I'm just trying to put in work. Izzy, so I can't chill with you.
Yeah, amping me up.
So I can't chill with you.
Yeah, amping me up. Talk your shit.
Because for me, also, I think when we talk about things like this podcast, and people, people think, it's shits and giggles, and everybody wants to start a podcast now. Everybody wants to, get in the space. It's like, well, like, first off, me and Sammy have had very serious conversations about this podcast before we even recorded the first episode, because it was like, look, this is what the fuck we wanted to, this is what we want to do. We've had very in-depth conversations about how this is all going to break down, how this all works. Like, and I think people, they don't want to put in the work for shit. They don't want to do the work because it's not always fun all the time.
Nope.
So A, people don't always want to put in the work. B, the people who do want to put in the work get discouraged because of people not respecting their work. What I say to that is, you gotta stay in your ground. And anybody who doesn't respect your work, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Because for me personally, when I'm somebody who I work, I do freelance work. I do freelance photography, freelance videography. I've done social media consulting. I've done all this shit.
Yeah.
I have experience in the digital marketing space. Right? I've been in situations where I could tell immediately when someone is not fully respecting what I bring to the table as an artist in that capacity by just one word. And if I'm talking to someone, and it's happened to me a lot, and I'm sure it's happened to anybody who's ever done any sort of freelance work, you run into someone who says the word just during the conversation of
just what?
Just. So like, let's say for example, I'm a photographer. Someone hits me up and they say, yo, I want to do a photo shoot.
Yep. All
right, what do you have in mind? What do you want to get done? So no, I just want like 5 photos. I want you to just
5 photos?
I want you to just take 5 photos. Just like maybe like 5 photos that I can post on Instagram, and like that's all I want. And I'm like, okay. And then when I give them the price that I would charge for a photo shoot, they're like, well, all of that for just 5 photos?
Nah.
You see? And then that's why for me, I'm like, you're not fully, you're undervaluing my work because you're saying just 5 photos, but you're not considering the fact that I now need to take, let's say, 100 to 200 photos. Because if we're, depending on how we're shooting, what is it that we're trying to capture?
Yeah,
I need to style up the shoot.
Yeah.
I need to help you pose. If you don't know how to pose, get you comfortable.
Yeah.
I now need to spend hours sorting through all the photos.
Yeah. Because you're ugly. And he needs to find that good picture of you.
And I need to find the 5 great photos of you out of all of the ones that I took. And then now I need to take these 5 great photos of you, and I need to spend another hour or 2 making them look great in the editing process. I need to edit them. Edit them.
It's just a button. Okay.
It's just a button.
You click the button.
Then I was like, then why don't you take a picture with your phone?
Okay.
Oh, and then
you take 2 hours in the photo shoot. Okay. You go to Lightroom. Okay.
Yeah.
You edit it. Okay.
Yeah.
You try to pick out
the ones and do the whole thing.
Yo, it's a whole it's not just.
And you bring your equipment.
It's not just.
It's not just. And it'd be the same thing with videos. It'd be the same thing. I can imagine it's the same thing with like people who paint. It's like, hey, can you just do this, like just this one wall?
Please, can you draw me?
Canvas?
It's just one picture.
Yeah, just one picture. Just draw me. Just one picture. And it's like, yo, wait, no, I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not doing that. So in the same way, yo, artists need to stick to their values. Yo, this is what I'm worth. If you think I'm worth less, fuck you. Like, because that's what it, like, yo, that drives me insane.
I feel
because
that.
I see it so often where people are not looking to pay artists what they're worth.
Yeah.
Artists are not willing to put in the work that they need to be doing.
Yeah.
And it's a vicious cycle where, honestly, it's a vicious cycle that leads to art dying.
Yeah.
Like, that's where, like, it's literally through that cycle that art dies. When an artist doesn't want to create because people are not valuing their work, because I understand it when it happens, and people will always say, well, you need to, like, build up your experience. And I was like, no, suck my dick. Yeah. I'm not waiting I don't wait. I don't wait my turn. I don't do I'm going to wait until I'm a more established something. No, if my shit is good now and you've looked at my stuff and you want me to produce my stuff with you, this is the price.
Yeah.
You don't tell me, and this is, maybe this is where I'm like like from the street, and this is my New York mentality. It's like, no, you don't tell me the cost of a brick.
Talk your shit.
I'm the one with the brick.
Talk your shit.
I will tell you the cost. This is the price of the brick.
Yo, shit.
This is the price of the brick.
You want this brick? This is the price.
Do you want?
You don't want this brick? Get another fucking brick.
Then go somewhere else. But this is the price of the brick.
You're gonna get a lesser.
Go get a cheaper brick.
You're gonna get a lesser version of this brick.
Go get a cheaper brick.
Get a cheaper brick.
This is the cost of the brick over here. If this is the brick you want,
my brick?
This is the cost of the brick.
Man,
that's my issue. And whenever I'm like talking to my artist friends who I'm close to, because for me, I'll be honest, as somebody who does, I analyze everything on social media.
Yeah.
And I analyze it from a lens of somebody who does social media as a career.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of photographers and a lot of videographers who now there's more than ever, but then there's also a bunch of them who have other jobs that are outside of the digital marketing space. Fam, my whole job, every dollar I make comes from digital marketing.
You know what? Fuck that shit. They're being lazy.
They're being
lazy. You know what?
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to say. There's people out there creating shit, right? And they're giving 60, 50, 40%, right? And we're all here. You're all here. You're giving 120, right? First of all, you have a 9 to 5. Priority.
Yeah.
You're a father.
Yeah.
That's another job in itself. And then you have your hobbies.
Yeah.
Right? You're a photographer.
Damn.
You're out here. You're learning.
Grinding,
you're in the books.
Working.
You're on the internet. You're reading. You're grinding. You're learning every day. You're a sponge. It's a fucking job in itself. And people are just gonna half-ass it.
Bro.
No. You know your worth. You know where you.
And you have to put in the work.
Put in the fucking work.
And that's why for me, whenever I see a lot of people, you could just tell it's all fluff. They're putting on the facade for social media. It's cute. Hey, y'all keep doing that.
Yeah.
Y'all want to put on the fluff for social media? Fucking do it.
Do it.
Live it up.
It's gonna get you so far.
Hey, enjoy, love. Not for me. But the people that I truly do care about, who I truly do love in this world, if I'm seeing, you're not really living up to your potential, you're going to hear from me.
Yeah.
And if you don't like what you hear from me, I guarantee you that you're probably not going to want to be cool with me, because for me, it's like, fam, you could be doing more. If you're not doing more, and I'm telling you this because I love you, because if I didn't love you, I wouldn't say shit, and I would probably just laugh.
I'll let you rock.
I'll let you rock, and I'll just laugh at you from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But because I love you, it's like, fam, no, you could be doing more. I'm gonna give you 5 marketing tips on what you could be doing right now to help advance whatever it is that you're trying to do,
bro.
And if you don't want to do it, that's on you. But I promise you, it's only your fault that I don't see you at the mountaintop when I get there.
Exactly. Ooh, the naysayers, bro. They can't hear us because we're at the mountaintop,
bro. For me, because that's how I view it. Yeah. Honestly, I'm on this mindset of I want to get to the mountaintop, and I want all of the people that I truly love to get there with me.
Yeah.
But y'all gotta hike up with me. I'm we gotta hike up there together. But don't get mad at me if you don't want to hike. If you're not trying to go for the walk, don't get mad at me if I get up there and you don't.
Aha.
Because that's what happens.
Aha.
That does happen.
It happens.
So
it happens. It happens. But I just want to say, I'm gonna give you your flowers.
Hit me.
I'm gonna give you your flowers. Right? You give me, you motivate me. Right? I'm gonna give you your flowers. You're my partner in crime. You motivate me. And it started, this whole podcast thing, at first, I was iffy about it. I don't talk. And I was iffy because of me. Not because of you. I don't talk. I'm not a talker. I'm an observer. I don't have a lot to say. But I know how hungry he is. I know how motivated he is. And this started with the first time in my life since I've known you. I've known you for 15 years.
Yeah.
The first time in my life since I've known you, last year, was the very first time You motivate me to be a better version of myself.
Well,
Last year, you were the heaviest you were ever in your life.
Well,
and let's start with that.
I mean, yeah.
Let's start with that. No, let's start with that.
Yeah.
But I saw you 10 times last year, maybe.
If that. Yeah.
If that.
The pandemic, all that craziness.
But you took that time. It was a bad year for everybody. It was 2020 was the worst year.
I feel like,
but you took that time to better yourself.
Of course.
You were in the gym every single day,
clanging and
banging. You were eating right. You were mentally, you were there. You know what you wanted. You lost how many pounds?
Oh, dude, I think at like my biggest, I think it was like 70 down.
70 fucking pounds in that year. You did that by yourself, not by yourself, but mentally.
Yeah.
You did that. You did that. It starts with you. It starts with you.
Of course.
You gave it 120%, and just that alone showed me how motivated you are. And you came up to me. You was like, "Yo, let's do this podcast." Da da da. You do the editing. You got the equipment.
Yeah.
Right. You bring the personality.
We're gonna do all that.
We do this every week.
Here's
I'm on my ass
Yeah.
every week, and you say, "Hey, Sammy, let's do the podcast. Let's do it. Let's give it 100%." Because there's people that's been doing this for years. They're at 200 episodes, 300 episodes. We're at episode 11. They're not where we're at because you're giving them the quality. You're giving them your all. You're giving them 100%. And I respect that.
We're giving everything.
I respect it about you.
We're giving everything over
because it's not so. The numbers are. It's important. The numbers are important.
Numbers are important.
But what are numbers if you don't have good motive?
Exactly.
You don't have good values. We care about this.
Of course.
People, without you even knowing, I'm sorry, I digress. But without you even knowing, people count on you to do this.
Every Monday. Every Monday they wait for this.
Some people wake up and you don't even know.
You
don't even know. People wake up and be like, "Yo, I need a good laugh.
Let me go check this out.
I need a positive vibe.
I gotta start the week.
I need to start the week. I need a positive vibe. I need to laugh. I need good energy." People count on that. They count on us to do that. And you're doing everything you can to give them that. And not for the numbers. You're doing this for them.
Exactly. And to give you flowers in return.
You motivate me, bro.
I think so. For me, and this is where we'll close off. And I think it's fitting to talk about the whole start of the podcast.
Yeah.
As kind of just like looking back, like, yo, we're episode 11. We've first 10 episodes. I think of like we're at over 1,500 viewers, over 1,500 combined views over all the episodes. Like that's crazy to think about because if you think about because here's what you have to remember: 1,500 views. That means that's 1,500 hours.
Yeah.
Spent like listening to us talk about nonsense.
Nothing and everything.
And I think to your credit, because I've been thinking about, I think throughout all of the madness for about a year, for many months leading up to this, planning on like, well, I want to do a podcast. I never knew with who, trying to figure out, maybe this person, maybe this person, maybe this person. And I think the reason why this podcast works is because you deliver. From the standpoint of, well, because you deliver as far as like who you are as a person, but B, you also just have complete and utter trust in me and what it is that I'm envisioning, which when dealing with creatives doesn't happen all the time. With creative people, what my experience has been as far as just, whenever I've worked with other creatives on things is that you're going to run into some disagreements. You're going to run into some different visions and what we want to do for this, what we want to do for that. I think with you, the reason why this podcast works and why it's worked so well so far and so quickly, it's the complete trust in, yo, we're going to do this. All right, yep. Like, this is what we're going to do. This is what it's going to be. And sure, in a future, we would love to see a place where we're, making a fair amount of money doing this. If we get there, great. If we don't, we're still having fun, and we're enjoying this. We enjoy this whole like,
having fun.
Yeah, me and my best friend talk on microphones.
That's it, man.
For about an hour a week, and people listen for about an hour a week.
And we do that.
That's amazing.
We do that for you. We don't do it for the numbers.
No.
The numbers will get there.
The numbers will keep. Honestly, the numbers have been growing. The numbers will keep growing. And I don't get caught up in the numbers because for me, I'm someone who I view success based on what our measurements are. So what's our measurement for success? If we have 1 viewer this week, I want 2 next week. And if we got two next week, then I'd love to get 3 or 4 the week after that.
Yeah.
And just keep growing.
We're just trying to touch as many people as we can because I know everyone's going through a hard time.
Yes.
And
of course,
all we're trying to do is make you smile. We're trying to make you laugh.
So, yeah, anybody.
We're here for you.
Exactly. So anybody, if you're still listening, this is definitely one of the longer episodes. If we've made you laugh in any way, shape, or form, if you've enjoyed this podcast in any way, shape, or form, thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you. I know a lot of people, they hit me up. I'm sure they hit you up saying, "Yo, thank you for the laugh." Like, thank you, no, it's thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for the people who watch and who listen and then watch.
Yeah. No, seriously. No.
Thank y'all.
And when I say thank you, I mean thank you because, I say everyone goes through a lot, but we go through a lot too.
A bunch.
Right? Who makes us smile? Who makes us laugh? Who validates us?
Honestly,
you guys.
Yeah.
You guys. Without you, there's no us.
Exactly. So we thank y'all. Thank y'all. I know this is a long episode. We definitely, the rant was very ranty at the end.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? There was a big rant, but
we'll cut the WandaVision if any. No. We need that's important. That's important.
Hey, we need that. All right. So yeah, big rant at the end, but we felt like it was needed.
Yeah.
With that being said, Sammy, take us out.
Some ships are wooden ships, but those ships sink. Some ships are friendships, and to those ships, we drink.
Cheers.
Hey.
Thank y'all. Hey. See y'all next week. Thank you.
Hopefully I'll get my stimmy by then.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I'll be in a fucking 3-piece suit. Just kidding. Love you. Episode 12. Peace.
Ciao.